Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Dream Life Diaries. If you're new here, this series is all about documenting my journey of intentionally creating my dream life, one small, meaningful step at a time. So today's episode is all about something that honestly used to make me feel a little uncomfortable, and that is going on solo dates. For the longest time, I thought certain experiences had to be shared with someone else to be enjoyable. I tell myself I'll go when someone comes with me. I'll wait until I have a partner. Maybe another time. But then I realized something. If I keep waiting for the perfect company, I might spend years putting my life on hold. So I challenged myself to spend 1 week taking myself on intentional solo dates. Not because I was lonely, not because I wanted to prove anything, but because I wanted to become someone who genuinely enjoys my own company. I wanted to discover whether I could create beautiful memories on my own. And honestly, this challenge taught me far more than I expected. Today, I'm taking you through each day what I learned, the moments that surprised me, and why I think spending time alone is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. And at the end of the video, I'll share a 7-day solo date challenge that you can try wherever you live. So grab a drink, get comfy, and let's get into today's Dream Life Diary. So, why did I start this challenge? Before we get into the week, I want to explain why I did this. I realized that I unknowingly attached happiness to other people. I think I'll visit that cafe when someone joins me. I'll go to that museum when my friend is free. I'll explore that town when I have someone to travel with. There's absolutely nothing wrong with sharing experiences. Some of my favorite memories have been with other people, but I didn't want my happiness to depend on someone else's availability. I wanted to know that I could create a meaningful day for myself too. That felt like a really important part of building my dream life. So, for my first solo date, I kept it simple. I went to a local cafe with a book, and at first, I was surprisingly self-conscious. I wondered if people were looking at me. I wondered if I looked awkward sitting alone. And then something funny happened. Nobody cared. Everyone else was busy living their own lives. Families were chatting, friends were catching up, people were working on laptops, other people were reading a book. Like, the anxiety I built up existed almost entirely in my own mind. I enjoyed my drink, I read a few chapters, I watched the world go by, and left feeling much more confident than when I arrived. The next day, I decided to visit a place I never explored before. It wasn't far away. It was just a nearby village and a little walking trail that I've always wanted to see. Without anyone else's schedule to think about, I could wander at my own pace. I stopped whenever something caught my attention. I took some photos. I sat on a bench. I watched some birds on the lake. It reminded me that slowing down is much easier when you're not rushing to match someone else's pace. One of the most peaceful dates of the week happened in my local library. I wandered through the shelves without any rush, picked up books I wouldn't normally choose, found a little cozy corner, and I read quietly. There's something really comforting about libraries. They invite you to slow down, to become curious, and to spend time learning simply for the joy of it. And best of all, it didn't cost anything. This day, day 4, was exactly what I needed. I packed up a water bottle, a little snack, and I headed to the local park. No headphones, no podcast, just me and nature. At first, the silence felt unfamiliar, but then it became peaceful. I noticed birds I normally ignored, the sound of leaves moving in the wind, the heat of the sun. When we remove constant noise, we often discover how beautiful the world already is. Unless it's on fire, which has been happening the last couple of weeks. Day 5. Not every solo date has to involve leaving the house. For this one, I created a cozy evening at home. I cooked one of my favorite meals, lit a candle, put on some relaxing music, and watched a film I'd been wanting to see. Instead of treating the evening like just another night, I treated it like something worth looking forward to. And that small mindset shift changed the atmosphere. On day 6, I spent the afternoon wandering around a local museum. What surprised me most was how long I spent looking at things. When you're with other people, it's easy to move through exhibits at someone else's pace. Alone, I could stop whenever I wanted. I could read every information board, or I could move quickly if the information seemed a bit boring. Some of it I took my time, some of it I rushed through, but it was absolutely up to me. I wasn't trying to rush through it. I was trying to experience it, but some of it was really boring. Some local stuff is a bit... I do like more bigger museums, but I did enjoy myself. And then for my final solo day, I kept things beautifully simple. I found a quiet spot to watch the sunset. No distractions, no expectations, just sitting with my thoughts, watching the sun, watching the sky change colors. And as I did that, I realized something. This week wasn't really about solo dates. It was about building trust with myself, learning that I could enjoy my own company, learning that I didn't need to postpone joy, and learning that I could create beautiful memories exactly where I was. By the end of the week, I have noticed a few unexpected changes. I did feel more confident making decisions. I became less afraid of doing things alone. I appreciated the quiet moments more. And I stopped feeling guilty for enjoying my own company. But most importantly, I realized that solitude and loneliness aren't the same thing. Loneliness is feeling disconnected. Solitude is intentionally spending time with yourself. And sometimes solitude becomes one of the greatest opportunities for self-discovery. If there's one lesson I'll carry with me after this challenge, it's this. Don't wait for permission to enjoy your life. Don't wait until everyone is available. Don't wait until you have a partner. Don't wait until circumstances are perfect, because they're not gonna be. Go to the cafe, visit the museum, take the walk, read in the park, watch the sunset. Your life is happening right now, and you deserve to experience it fully. Sometimes the most important relationship you'll ever build is the one you have with yourself. So, this is the challenge that I would like you to do for this week. Over the next 7 days, I want you to plan one intentional solo date. It doesn't have to be big, so visit a cafe, spend an afternoon in the library, explore a local park, visit a museum or art gallery, have a picnic, sit out in your garden, wander around town, maybe do some window shopping, watch the sunset, create a cozy movie night at home. The goal isn't to spend money. The goal is to enjoy your own company and create a meaningful memory. Before you leave today's video, I hope you spend a few moments reflecting on these journal prompts. If today's Dream Life Diary inspired you, I'd love to know. If you could take yourself on one solo date this week, where would you go? What would you do? Leave your ideas in the comments. We might inspire someone else to step outside their comfort zone. And if you are enjoying this series, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will be having more videos about intentional living, manifestation, slow living, and creating a beautiful life, one intentional choice at a time. Till next time, bye guys.